Okay, we are late at night live. Okay. Now, yeah, college basketball. Okay, here's my top five. Okay, here's the thing. I think it should be number one Tennessee, number two Michigan, number three Gonzaga, number four Duke, number five Virginia. Virginia's just gonna move down one spot. Michigan's not moving below Michigan State. I hope it happens, but I just can't see it. I don't like Michigan State. I hate Michigan even more though. So yeah, who's watching the stream? Who are the two viewers in this? Let's go to live chat because I think someone that is hidden is on here. If it's college basketball talk and there's others in here, spam 7871 and 7570 because that's Duke's losses to Lehigh and Mercer. College basketball talk's really annoying. All he spammed at me was 80 to 78, 80 to 78, 80 to 78. He keeps living in past games. That's all he does. And then we beat Duke and Cameron. Michael Sneer. That was a tightly contested shot. He made it. Cam Reddish was just wide open. Who the heck is watching this stream? Oh, what up, Quincy? Okay, my top five for me. Number one, Tennessee. Number two, Michigan. Number three, Gonzaga. Number four, Duke. Number five, Virginia. I honestly think Duke's going to be ahead of Virginia. Me and Quincy. Okay. All right. Yeah. But I think Tennessee's number one. Michigan, I still think they're going to stay the same because they lost on the road. And Wisconsin's a pretty good team at home. I mean, Wisconsin's got one of my yeah. Oh, also Quincy. You want to know why 78-71 is important? New NHL vid? Oh, yeah. We got sniped by the refs Thursday. That empty net goal was out of play. And we probably could have tied the game, and it could have been a power play for Tampa. But we ended up beating the Sharks. Anyway, I honestly think yeah, because we got sniped by the refs. No excuses. The Leafs got so many calls their way, like that horrible slash call on Kucherov. That empty net goal, puck hit the netting, and then it came back down. Like, seriously. I like how Pittsburgh's losing to Vegas. Probably the most overrated team in the league is Vegas. And Nashville, too. San Jose is not over. San Jose didn't even play Carlson. I don't know why. Here's my top five for me in college basketball for rankings. Number one, Tennessee. Number two, Michigan. Number three, Gonzaga. Number four, Duke. Number five, Virginia. I can't see Virginia moving down big. Because they played well in that game. Duke is probably the most overrated team in the nation. All ESPN talked about was that freaking Duke game, and yet James Harden had like 40-something points. All they talked about was Duke. And they only mention Michigan when they lose. Yes, Quincy. You want to know why 78? Yeah, dude, Nashville. Well, UC Soros played the way Pekka Rinne played is in the playoffs every single year. Like, Pekka Rinne always gets obliterated when the playoffs are around. I didn't block your other account, Jeff. I didn't even block your other account. I didn't even block it. Well, here's something I just read that I hate. The freaking Penguins. Here's something that I hate, and I just found out. The Yankees and Rockies are in the final stages of a Nolan Arenado deal. I will be so mad if that happens. Oh, what up, Sports Talks? Congrats on Duke, even though I hate them. But college basketball talk is really annoying. He's probably going to annoy the heck out of me. If Duke gets beat by Virginia Tech, because Virginia Tech's really good at home. They have not lost a home game. Jeff, I did not block your other account. And that Arenado are kind of true. Some of those goals, yeah. Pekka Rinne plays like that in the playoffs. Like he got annihilated by Winnipeg. Yeah, I know. Now what I was gonna do if Duke loses in the tournament, I'll just spam LLL 7871 7570 only on college basketball talk. 7871 is important because that was he is. Yeah, it's gonna happen. They just traded Sonny Gray. Houston beat USF, which God, USF always starts well and then they suck when the conference play hits. Who I think is gonna win the national championship? Probably Michigan. College basketball talk's really annoying. You're not annoying, Sports Talks. You're not annoying at all. College basketball talk, on the other hand, is. Or Mercer or Lehigh. Because they lost to Lehigh and Mercer. They lost to Mercer the year before they won their last national championship game. CBT is extremely annoying. Please blow out Duke. Please beat Duke by freaking 40 so that you can quiet him. The way you can quiet college basketball talk, if Duke loses by 40 or 50. We play Boston College, and if we lose, Leonard Hamilton needs to get out. Arenado, Grayson, Machado, facts, easily. College basketball talk's really annoying. Like, he just said 80 to 78 every single time I talk to him. 80 to 78. And I immediately tell him, didn't you lose the freaking Lehigh in the tournament? That same year, Duke completely shocked Lehigh. The Vancouver's not legit. They have nothing. Yeah. But then again, St. Louis is a potential mystery team for Bryce Harper. I would quit. Yeah, that is true, though. I would quit watching basketball if that happened. Yeah, if Duke loses by like freaking 50. Or 40. So let me go traded to Cincinnati. Cincinnati got sniped. God, I hope Franzaldi just completely sabotages the Yankees' hopes of getting Arenado. On the other hand, Florida State, if we lose for the third straight time, Leonard Hamilton needs to get out. I feel like it's raining. It's raining at night. Then Judge Arenado LeMahieu gives Springer, Altuve, Correa, and Bregman a run for our money. Yeah, but I also see St. Louis with Carpenter, Ozuna, Goldie, Molina, Bader. Bader's going to be good. DeYoung. But they can move DeYoung and Martinez. Is it the basketball? Yeah, Leonard Hamilton's our coach, and he's got to get fired. If we lose, he's not getting any more chances. If we lose to Boston College, he's not getting any more chances. Because Boston College is way worse of a team. It's really snowing. It's snowing in Tennessee. Dude, when Duke was struggling in the game, he was hiding. He never came to Quincy Stream. But then when Duke was about to win, he of course finally comes. He's an idiot. He's annoying. He sucks, yeah. Leonard Hamilton sucks. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm ready for the MLB season. If Arenado gets traded to the Yankees, I will not be ready. Because there is a potential deal of Arenado getting traded to the Yankees. You asked me the most. I'm tired of her. I know. I want snow. Can't snow down here. Are the Flames about to choke a 3-1 lead? North Carolina weather is over. Can Brandon Perry just stay off the score sheet? They're not going to the Phillies. Machado will go to the White Sox. Harper, I think, goes to either Washington or whoever the mystery team is, which is either San Diego, Houston, San Francisco, the Rangers, and St. Louis. Those are the 5 potential mystery teams. We actually play the Tar Heels pretty soon, and we're going to get killed. It's in Chapel Hill. I'm calling it. North Carolina is going to break the record for the largest margin of victory against victory ever against Florida State. I guarantee you that's going to happen. In Chapel Hill, Florida State sucks in Chapel Hill every single time. We get killed every time we go to North Carolina. We lose by double digits every time we go to Chapel Hill. Like, I never liked playing North Carolina. UNC 101, FSU 73. UNC 123, FSU 63. I'm calling it's going to be a 60-point L. Who just joined? Okay, someone. But then again, we got at Chapel Hill. That is an L. No, I'm talking about Harper, not Machado. Machado's going to go to the White Sox. Harper, on the other hand, we don't know. But there are 5 mystery teams, potentially. And they are the San Francisco Giants, the San Diego Padres, the Texas Rangers, the Houston Astros, and the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis is, I think, going to be the mystery team for Bryce. Machado, on the other hand, there's a rumor that I read that he already met with the mystery team. Hey, we usually lose to Florida State. It shouldn't have even been close. Zion was hurt. That's why it was close. If Zion didn't get hurt, it's a 30-point blowout. I guarantee you, it's like a 34-point blowout. Kentucky's actually playing. I'd take him over Reddick, if you ask me. I'm not a fan of Josh Reddick at all. What's FSU record? We're literally like what 1-3 in conference play. True. Zion is like a god. Yeah. You ask me, we should not have beaten Miami. I don't think the Astros really need Harper. I feel like they should. If they trade Redick, they're getting Harper. But y'all play good team. If we lose to Boston College, screw Leonard Hamilton. That's all I gotta say. But good year for LSU. I don't want Harper. He's way too expensive. You can move Redick and Tucker for some pieces. Like, hang on a minute. Yachty threw shots at the Cubs. Like, when I saw Yachty's Instagram post, I was like, we got some freaking fire going on. I'll play good. We struggled with the Canes, for crying out loud. We're in a horrible conference. Let's point that out. The ACC is probably one of the worst in college basketball. Because the ACC is literally just like 3 teams. You got North Carolina, Duke, and Virginia. Yeah. But then again, Redick in the outfield freaking struggles at times. Yeah, and Virginia's one of the best. And it's scary because Virginia is one of the best defensive teams in the country. Virginia is one of the best defensive teams in the country. That Virginia team is really good. Now I think about it, Virginia might actually win the national championship. If Virginia does win the national championship, I'll be happy. Even though I cannot stand Virginia, anybody but Duke. Or Michigan. Goes between Duke and Michigan for my most hated team. Duve, Harper, Springer, Brantley, Bregman, Correa move over Yankees. Watch if St. Louis's lineup with Bryce Harper without Dexter Fowler. That is a what if. Carpenter still leads off. Goldie at Bader hits second. Yeah, Zion's the most explosive. Bader at second. DeYoung at short. Harper at I'm a Rockets fan. We just beat the James Harden. This man, James Harden, deserves MVP. He is here. Wait, college basketball talk? How do you know he's here? Oh, God. Giannis MVP. James Harden's better. Like, he had 2 straight 50-point games, 3 straight 40-plus point games. He has 19 straight 30-plus point games. He's on an unbelievable scoring run. We had no Capella and no Chris Paul. Clint Capella and Chris Paul are needed for this team to make a run. Because we need Chris Paul. Badly. Though Chris Paul's been struggling. Yeah, true. Harden deserves MVP. He's been pulling off these great games with weaker help. Yeah, he's had weaker help than Giannis. I would rant. I would have a loud rant, and I would have immediately said fire Leonard Hamilton. Here's my top 5 in the nation for me. Number 1, Tennessee. Number 2, Michigan. I don't think Michigan moves down, especially since they still played decently against Wisconsin, even though they lost. It was because Ignaz Brazdeikis was talking so much trash. Number 3, Gonzaga. Number 4, Duke. It's the Reds still. It's going to be the Pirates. Number 4, Duke. Number 5, Virginia. I don't see Virginia moving down much. Texas Tech is going to move down. They're the biggest L. They lost to freaking Baylor. Like, really, Baylor's not even that good anymore. Virginia did lose to Duke, but it was in Cameron. Cameron's a harder place to play, and then All right. Like, literally, Duke. Duke's still gonna get a number one seed, but if they play freaking Lehigh again, they might actually lose. Cause, like, you got Clemson, easy win. Number 1, Tennessee. Number 2, Gonzaga. Number 3, Michigan. Number 4, Michigan State. Number 5, Duke. I disagree. I don't think. Are you homeschooled? No. I do not have. No. I'm in high school. Rip me with Lehigh or whatever. Mercer, too, because, Mercer did beat Duke the year before Duke won the national championship game. And I was ready to say, maybe Duke's not going to be that good the next year. And then they won the national championship. I was like, okay. That didn't take long. Did Virginia win an NCAA tournament game ever? I don't know if they did in the 2000s. Sad. Yeah, they avoided 100 losses. Though the Giants kept getting screwed by the umps against the Marlins. We was God in 2015. I mean, you beat top two opponents. You beat number 2 Wisconsin in Madison, and you beat number 2 Virginia in Charlottesville. That Duke team was really good. It wasn't like, 15-16 Nova, where Kentucky lost to Wisconsin. I actually thought Kentucky was going to make that. I actually predicted Kentucky versus Duke that year, and I thought Kentucky was going to be, because who will go to Super Bowl 53? Wisconsin was a great team. I liked Kentucky, I'm not going to lie, but I was kind of happy that Wisconsin won because I didn't want the same team in there. I rooted for Kentucky, though. I still rooted for them. Yeah. And Xavier lost to freaking Florida State the year before. They freaking beat us. Panthers will keep pounding. Who will go to Super Bowl 53? I say New England beats Kansas City. I just can't trust Kansas City. Final four. My final four, Michigan versus Duke. Florida State is going to March Madness and losing the freaking first round to freaking Xavier. Like what happened in 16-17 where we lost in round 2 to freaking Xavier. We'll probably be like a 9 seed again and lose the freaking Xavier. Duke, Michigan, Virginia, Gonzaga. I see Duke, Michigan, Tennessee, and Gonzaga. Or Kentucky, because Kentucky tends to turn it on in the tournament. Or maybe Auburn, because Auburn's a good team as well, even though they lost to Kentucky. Virginia beats I don't see Tennessee losing to Virginia. Virginia's going to be great. Virginia's still going to win the rest. Virginia's going to be really good. But that Duke game in Charlottesville, though, that's going to be a good game. But it's in Charlottesville, so I'm going to take Virginia in that game. What the heck happened to Xavier? Chris Mack. Chris Mack is gone. Dude, Xavier wasn't ever... Yeah. Oh, I've never heard of that. Duke, Michigan, Tennessee, Virginia. I say Duke, Michigan, Tennessee, and Gonzaga. I honestly think Virginia loses in the Elite Eight. Florida State, they make March, and they're going to get beat by freaking Xavier. Who's your favorite MLB team? San Francisco Giants or the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals are there because my dad grew up a huge St. Louis Cardinal fan. And the Giants, who thinks LSU will go to March? Definitely. Definitely LSU is going to March. Yeah, we know you're an Astros fan, Jeff. LSU is going to March. Will Wade, he's done a tremendous job at LSU. He's done a tremendous job there. I like Will Wade. He's a good coach. Unlike someone we know, Leonard Hamilton. Yankees versus Cardinals World Series, yeah. And it's his second year. Will Wade's done a fantastic job. Run CMC is a Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey's a really good running back. I say New England plays New Orleans. I trust Breeze. I mean, ACC football, it's going to be better this year. It's not going to be like, well, Louisville's going to be the worst again. Probably. Florida State's going to be better depending on the offensive line. It's not Willie Taggart's fault. It was the offensive line. We had the worst offensive line in the country. Like, seriously. Christian McCaffrey's my favorite offensive player on my team other than Luke. Luke Kuechly's defense. Huge Green Bay fan. We play Carolina next year. Good news. And good news. Bad news. We'll probably get them early. Good news is, it's at home. It's at home. We better get them in December. If we get them in December, easy win. Because that's a Carolina team that really struggles on the road. Okay, my predictions. Saints versus Rams. This is going to be a great game. I think the Saints are going to win this game in overtime. Yeah, we'll win. I hate Cam Newton too. I really do. Moving on. First up, Saints and Rams. This is gonna be a great game. I'm picking the Saints. They're at home, and I think Drew Brees throws a game-winning touchdown to Michael Thomas after burning Marcus Peters. I hate Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters is my most hated player on the Rams. Saints 47, Rams 36. I say Saints 48, Rams 42. Chiefs and Patriots, no, not even going to explain it. New England. Belichick's 5-1 against teams with the number one offense. Even though we got a good pass rush, but our secondary's terrible. Get wide receivers. That's going to help. Yeah. And he's held them to under, 20 points per game? DJ Moore? Yeah, DJ Moore is a beast. Plus, Kansas City's defense is freaking terrible. The Chiefs' defense is a joke. Explain how you blew a 14-point lead to a team that you own. You lost to the freaking LA Chargers, who you guys have owned. Dante Jackson. I kind of like Dante Jackson. You ask me. What conference is UConn? AAC. Yeah, their defense is trash. Kansas City has the worst defense. So here's my Super Bowl prediction. Patriots and Saints. Imagine if we get Rams and Chiefs. If that happens, I won't be happy. I don't like the Rams because of Marcus Peters. And, Chief fans are really freaking arrogant. Dante Jackson played at LSU. LSU is going to be scary next year. They choke because they're the Chiefs. Full alert. James Bradbury is good too, yeah. SEC West predictions, Bama's going 12-0. I don't see it changing unless Nick Saban. You know what they say, DBU. Though Florida State has the case too, because they've been recruiting really well. Their defensive backs, they got really good DBEs out of high school. Yeah, thanks LSU for the great player. LSU is really good defensively. Bama 12-0. LSU 11-1. LSU is going to be dangerous this year. Uh, they really don't lose much. Their defense is going to be great this year. They're going to have the best defense in the SEC beside competition is 11-1 or 10-2. 11-1. You're losing to Alabama. You're not losing to Florida. You get them at home, though. A Florida fan I know thinks they're gonna win. Thinks Florida's gonna go undefeated. Florida's not going undefeated. They're probably going like 8-4, 7-5. You know what college football team I care about is Georgia. Florida State, Kentucky, Penn State, Houston, South Florida, UCF. UGA as well. I do not mind UGA. I also like Penn State, yeah. They're gonna be. I like Penn State, but they're gonna be average. They'll still have 9 wins, but yeah, no Trace McSorley is really gonna hurt. Michigan's going 10-2. They're gonna lose to Penn State and Ohio State. That's basically it. They always lose to Ohio State in football, but they always annihilate Ohio State in basketball. Wisconsin fans are saying Michigan's overrated. I'm dumb. Dude, I hate Michigan. They ain't overrated. Texas A, Auburn 9-3. Texas A&M. Texas A&M's gonna win 7 games. Texas A&M's probably gonna disappoint. We all know the story with Jimbo Fisher. Mississippi State 6-6. They have no offense. Panthers need to draft Zach Allen from Boston College. I'm not sure about Zach Allen, but I'm gonna have to look up highlights of him to see if I think you guys are gonna get him. Ole Miss 5-7. Arkansas, they're gonna go 1-11. Nobody thought Arkansas would be this bad, but I think Arkansas is gonna be worse next year. I mean, Chad Morris is worse than Willie Taggart. Louisville, they're probably going like 1-11 to 4-8. And we need a defensive end. And because we had no pass rush last season, yeah. I'm going to point this out to you. Chad Morris was a horrible hiring. Being honest, Chad Morris was a horrible hiring. Do you like Jameis? Obviously, he went to my college. I think 2013 Florida State. If Florida State played Alabama in 2013, guarantee you Alabama gets beaten by double digits. That Florida State team was a really good team. And you see what they did to Tajh Boyd? You see what they did to a good Maryland quarterback? You see what they did to Tajh Boyd? Yeah, people are saying we had a weak schedule. Dude, we played Clemson. We played freaking who else? We tried Cam Newton. No. Aaron Rodgers is not getting traded. Aaron Rodgers would not get traded. And Green Bay would want more than Cam Newton for Aaron Rodgers. 2013 Florida State would actually smack 2010 Auburn. Cam Newton would have done nothing against that Florida State defense. Dang it. Newton's probably, I'm not sure about Cam Newton. If Green Bay, Carolina is a Sunday night game, I'm going to rant. That is not Sunday night material. I think Green Bay would win in a blowout. Tank Bowl of the year next year. Oh my God. Washington Redskins, New York Jets. Nick Foles. The Eagles would be dumb trading Nick Foles. In fact, if I were the Panthers, I would trade for Carson Wentz. Because Carson Wentz is going to be good later on. I wish the Packers were better. And Rodgers is nothing. Redskins need a tank for Tua. They're playing the Jets and the Bills. Those are two easy tank bowl games. Packers 35, Panthers 21. Packers would probably win by double digits. Then fire Bruce Allen and Jay Gruden. John Gruden's not even better than Jay Gruden. Let's be honest. Jay Gruden, he can at least win some key games. Like, John Gruden, he lost to the... I was one of those people who thought the Colts were going to be the worst team in the league in a year. Matter of fact, I didn't think the Colts would win a single game this year. I honestly did not think the Colts would win a game this year. A lot of people thought it was the Bucs. Poor Luke. He'd try and run. Christian McCaffrey would do good, but that's it. I thought the Colts would be last. Same. I honestly did not think they'd win a single game. If Andrew Luck gets hurt and they play the Saints, I guarantee you the Saints drop another 60 spot on them. Like they did in 2011. Because in 2011, the Saints absolutely annihilated the Colts. Like, why in the world was that on Sunday night? Like, why was that a Sunday night game? When I saw that game was a Sunday night game, I was like, Cam Newton would throw like 5 picks. Pulling Nathan Peterman throw 5 picks in the first half.